Think back to the time you had that 1 million mouth-watering burger or that juicy steak. Both of them were more than likely made out of beef. According to CNBC's Mark Koba, 66% of the food that you eat was raised on a farm. Farming and ranching provides for millions. It is also the sole reason for the start of the sport of rodeo. I know this because I grew up on a farm and raised various animals such as chickens, pigs, cattle, horses, and have provided food for numerous people and have used same techniques that our ancestors have used to care for the animals. And most people don't know that ranching to this day ties into most of the events at a rodeo, such as tie-down roping, team roping, and saddle bronc riding. According to an article wrote by Ralph Clark from Thought Company, ranching and rodeo all started in Mexico when they still owned the southern states, and the Americans saw how the Spanish worked their cattle, and then when the day's work was done, they had competitions at the end just for like fun. And the first thing the ranchers had to do was to break the horse, and that's usually just taming it to ride. Like, no horse is gonna let you just jump on and ride them. Well, so that's how they started the saddle bronc riding. They wanted to compete to see who was the best hand and could stay on the best. After the day's work, they put bets on it, which nowadays is fees. And once the horse was tame and could be rode, there's a hard way to get a hold of cattle besides jumping off and grabbing it, so they wanted to use a rope to catch it. Well, one of the most common things is to rope it, and then that allows them to get to the animal and take it down safely and not get hurt or hurt the animal. And I'll play a video. As you can see here, one man ropes the head. This one's going to try and get the back legs, just like that. And they're going to pull it to where it just goes down. Now right here, this is cattle branding, but they do it for a lot of things. As you can see, this man walking up has vaccinations. They're going to brand it, they're going to vaccinate it, get it all done in one so they don't have to do it again. They're giving it shots right now and an ear tag.
That's you?
No.
Ooh, that smoke. That must have sounded like stretchy, shaking a lot.
Now, that would be a lot easier than trying to run out and do a pasture, catch a cow, hold it down, and do all of it. So, according to Ryan Goodman's article, cattle are branded way back when our ancestor did it, just to tell the ownership and to label every cow different. So even though they have different numbers on their ear tag, like you can't just say the black cow with the red tag is sick, we gotta go find him, because everyone can be a black cow with a red tag. So they gotta have a certain number, that way you know that one's the sick one, that's the one we gotta work. And now, who here has been to a rodeo? That looks like almost identical to the sport of team roping, doesn't it? Someone's going for the head, someone's going for the heels, and whoever does it fastest wins. Well, that's exactly what they did after a day's work. They do competitions like that, and then as the Spanish did it, it transitioned into Americans, and then everybody started doing it. And once they were done, they would just place bets and stuff. And It goes back for centuries, and so now you know that the sport of rodeo was started by using simple ranch cheating techniques that everybody used to use and still to this day use, although we do have technology nowadays that you don't have to rope an animal, you can just run it into a pen and then it'll kind of be trapped into it. But ranching was the sole start of the sport of rodeo, and it provides for everybody food to eat. I thank you all for your time. In conclusion, the cowboy lifestyle provides and entertains millions across America and will for years and years to come. So the next time you sit down to eat or watch a rodeo, thank the cowboy lifestyle.